Hello guys, welcome to the Learn to Dapp channel. My name is Pedro, and in this new channel I'll be teaching you how to become a blockchain programmer, code DeFi apps, and do many cool stuff in the blockchain space. In this first video, I'll be demonstrating a bot that I've made, which basically makes arbitrage operations between Uniswap and SushiSwap. I'm also going to be showing you some key differences comparing traditional flash loans to flash swaps, which are a little bit different and might have some advantages in some cases, and I'll be showing you in this video. So please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and come with me. Alright guys, so before going to flash loans and flash swaps, there's a very important topic which is fundamental for understanding before going deep into these topics, which is basically arbitrage trading. So in the blockchain, we have many decentralized exchanges, which are like Uniswap, SushiSwap, KyberSwap, and many others, which are basically protocols coded as smart contracts and Ethereum blockchain. And you can make trades like in a centralized exchange, however, running into the blockchain. So arbitrage trading in the blockchain is when, for example, you have Uniswap and SushiSwap. In this case, you have Ether, which is priced at 80 USDC on Uniswap, and 100 USDC and SushiSwap. This is a perfect example of an arbitrage opportunity. So in this case, you would buy Ether on Uniswap and sell it on SushiSwap, which would be a profitable operation in this situation, in this scenario. If this was an operation being made in a centralized finance platform, like in a centralized exchange, you would need to have this 80 USDC for buying Ether on Uniswap and selling on SushiSwap, if both of them were centralized finance platforms. However, it's not the case. Since they run in the blockchain, we have something very cool called flash loans, where you basically can, as long as you're making one transaction on Ethereum, you can borrow large amounts of money, large amounts of tokens, as long as you pay back in the same transaction. So by doing a flash loan, you could borrow this 80 USDC to buy on Uniswap, sell on SushiSwap, and pay back later in the same transaction, the same Ethereum transaction with a little fee. So before going into traditional flash loans, it's very important to understand how an Ethereum transaction works. So in this example here in my screen right now, there is Alice and Bob. Both they are externally owned accounts, which is like your regular Ethereum address, like where you have, it can be like MetaMask wallet, any other wallet, most of wallets actually, where you have like your private key and you generate your personal address to spend Ether tokens, and very important to make contract calls. So in this example, Alice's externally owned account is sending one Ether to Bob's externally owned account. So both personal addresses. It's a simple Ethereum transaction. Alice is spending one Ether. But Alice could also be sending one ETH to contract A. And Ethereum, we have the smart contracts which run in the blockchain, which are basically pieces of code, of software that run in the Ethereum virtual machine. And those smart contracts, they can call and interact with other smart contracts in the blockchain, like DeFi contracts like Uniswap, SushiSwap. They can spend Ether, send tokens, they can do many things and continuously be calling other contracts in many very nice stuff in the blockchain. And that's the case where Alice could make a flash loan. So basically, in a flash loan, it's also an Ethereum transaction. But in this case, Alice, she calls a flash loan contract, could be like Aave, DYDX, and many other flash loan providers, like traditional flash loans. In these flash loan contracts, there's some very important parameters, which are basically like the tokens she wants, the amount of tokens, and the bytes of data that she wants the flash loan contract to send to Alice's contract. So basically, Alice calls this traditional flash loan contract. The flash loan contract then passes along the message to Alice's contract, and then Alice's contract can make operations, like make trades with these tokens. However, in the end of this chain of transactions, the only requirement for it to be valid is that in the end, Alice's contract pays back for the flash loan contract. So in this case, for an Ethereum transaction to be considered valid, like every transaction, it has to be validated by the network and mined by Ethereum miners. So there's something in Solidity, which is like the require and revert statement. And in the flash loan contract, there is a require statement that basically says, okay, so at the end of execution, Alice's contract should pay me back. Otherwise, the transaction will be reverted and considered invalid. So that's basically how a traditional flash loan works, and it's a very cool feature in the blockchain. So in this case that I showed previously, Alice could perfectly fit a flash loan call to buy, to basically borrow 80 USDC to buy low on Uniswap, buy Ether low on Uniswap, and then sell on SushiSwap. And she didn't need to like have any collateral, everything decentralized in the blockchain. So she basically asked from her externally owned account, the flash loan provider, some amount of tokens, sent to her contract, which then made the trade between Uniswap, SushiSwap. She pays back the borrowed USDC with a little fee, and the profit is Alice's profit. So this was a little bit on traditional flash loans, but as I said in the beginning of the video, I have a bot working with flash swaps between Uniswap and SushiSwap. And what are the main difference? What makes flash swaps so special? All right, so flash swap, it works a little bit different from flash loans. So basically, for example, I just took this screenshot from Uniswap Analytics where you can see the Ether and USDC liquidity pool. You can see that the total liquidity at the moment is around $237 million, which means that 50% of this amount is on Ether and the other 50% is in USDC. So in that case, like taking the previous example of making an arbitrage trade between like Ether and USDC pairing Uniswap and SushiSwap, you could borrow more than $100 million in Uniswap by doing the flash swap, which is actually you're not borrowing, you're making something called optimistic transfer. So which is also the foundation of the flash loans. So basically, you first take the USDC out of Uniswap's liquidity pool, and later you can make trades with this USDC. And the only requirement is that you're gonna pay the same swap fee as you would be paying like by doing a traditional swap. Like in traditional swap, you pay first your Ethereum and then you get the USDC and vice versa. But in that case, in a flash swap, you can ask first for the USDC, make trades with it, and later you can pay back in Ether. So you get USDC, and just after your contract make trades and make operations, you pay the Ether as you were making a swap. So the coolest thing here is that Uniswap and SushiSwap liquidity pools, they have a huge amount of liquidity available. Different like flash loan providers, they also have huge amounts of liquidity. But like Uniswap is one of the biggest protocols in DeFi right now. Like they have a huge total value locked in the protocol. And also you are actually like, if you make a flash loan and trade on Uniswap, you're gonna pay the flash loan fee and Uniswap fee. However, in a flash swap, you just pay the swap fee as if you're making a traditional swap. Like if you're not, it treats like you're not borrowing money, you know? So like in some cases, like in the way my bot works, it's as if I was paying zero fees, you know, because either way, I would pay the swap fees for Uniswap and SushiSwap. But since I'm doing the flash swap, I'm not paying for having the actually optimistic transfer feature. I'm just paying for the fee in the swap that I would pay anyway. And that's why flash swaps are so special, because in some strategies, you can have like less fees, such as in the case of my bot, which I will be showing you very soon. And also there's a huge amount of liquidity available on Uniswap pools, especially on Uniswap, but also in SushiSwap liquidity pools. This is a very simple bot that I've made, which is basically watching ETH DAI price on both Uniswap and SushiSwap in real time. And this is achieved because the Node.js app, which is the bot that I'm running right now, it's connected to Infura, which is a node service for Ethereum. Through WebSocket, and this WebSocket, it's a real-time technology where basically I'm watching every new block in the network, because how decentralized exchange work very quickly, different from like centralized exchanges, the price in this decentralized exchange can only change every new block, because every new block on Ethereum blockchain updates the state, which is basically the data in the blockchain, like balances, prices, all this stuff. So every new block, I go and run an algorithm, which basically check many things like current price, spread, whether it's a profitable transaction or not. So as you can see, those numbers being logged are the current block in the Ethereum network. This is Ethereum price on Uniswap in DAI. This is Ethereum SushiSwap price, also in DAI. The algorithm also says whether it's a profitable operation or not. The current spread it's basically the difference from sushi swap price to Uniswap price. Right now it's 0.03% higher on sushi swap, and the absolute spread. What does that mean? So there's a variable in my bot code which basically is the fee, like it's 3.3% on Uniswap and 0.3% on sushi swap. So for deciding whether it's a profitable transaction or not, the bot takes into account the fees. So like the fees that he's going to pay for the trade, plus the actual real spread. So for making a profitable transaction in this case, ETH DAI spread should be higher than 0.6%, whether like 0.6% higher on sushi swap or 0.6% lower on sushi swap. Whatever direction the price goes, it still can make profits since it can borrow like Ether or DAI, depending on how the price is. That was a brief look on my bot, how it's working and making arbitrage trades between Uniswap and SushiSwap using the very cool flash swap feature. If you want to learn how to make a bot like this and even better from scratch, please like the video down below. If this video gets 10 likes, it's my first video and I'm very excited. I will make another one basically teaching you like from scratch to create a bot that can be even better than mine and use the so cool flash swap features. Alright guys, so thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next one.